Hi everyone, Story DJ Day. Today's video is going to be about pineal decalcification and pituitary and endocrine system health and how important it is in your ascension process. Two of the most important parts of your body to make sure are healthy and working correctly are your pituitary gland and your pineal gland. Your endocrine system assists you in your evolution and in your light body activation, in your ability to translate the light that is coming in from the sun and from the cosmos and from the universe to assist you in activating your light body, raising your vibration, and becoming a crystalline celestial star being. Okay, so I can't stress enough the importance of further decalcification of your pineal gland. Once your third eye is open, and probably most of you who are watching this video, your third eye is open, but we need to go beyond that. Just having it open is not enough for full ascension. You need to get proactive in the full decalcification of your pineal gland. Okay, when it opens, I'm sure everyone knows that you begin to be able to see into other dimensions, see beings, and have visions and outside exterior visitations from other beings. You become very sensitive to energies, and you can see things that you could not normally see. It's a very psychedelic experience. But just the initial opening of it is not the full decalcification. The full decalcification connects you on so many more dimensions and so many higher realms to be able to translate the full spectrum of photonic light codes and plasma and etheric energies that are blasting the planet at this time. Okay, so I took some notes here, so I'm going to read from there so I don't get sidetracked about what the message is that I was guided to share today. Okay, the pineal gland, things that you can do, and it's not something that you need to do for 1 week or a short period of time. Is something that needs to be done ongoing until the pineal gland is fully decalcified, and that could take some time. It's going to take more than a few weeks, most likely. You have a lifetime's worth of calcification there from fluoride, from toxins and impurities, mostly fluoride, but to other toxins and impurities, and free radicals and things in your vessel. So if you're still using fluoridated water, even if you are in the 5th dimension, if you intend to ascend, this message is basically for those who intend to experience and succeed at a physical ascension, bringing your physical vessel into the new earth realities. Okay, so the other option is going to be if you as a soul, before you incarnated here, or after you've got here even, you may have chosen to not physically ascend. If you choose to physically ascend, you're going to have to raise the vibration of your physical vessel and make many changes in order to do so, in order to become a crystalline, infinite, fully light being, so that you can ascend and rebirth into not just 5D, but the new earth and earth 3, the higher realms, the heavenly realms, the upper dimensions, multi-dimensions. All those things are accurate descriptions or accurate words. If you, on a soul level, before you incarnated, or even after you've gotten here, have decided or made the arrangement to not ascend your physical vessel, what this means is, and this is not to scare anyone or to cause fear, but this is just the reality of it that I'm guided to share from a heart space. If you chose on a soul level to not physically ascend and not bring your vessel into the higher dimensions with you, that means you have chosen to die a physical death, and leave that way. If you choose physical ascension of your vessel, that means you physically ascended and it becomes immortal. It becomes an ever ongoing, graduating light vessel, crystalline, infinite, celestial star being, and it will gradually, over a process of a journey, not sure exactly how long, because I'm in the middle of the process as well, and every person is probably different, it will gradually become more and more light and more crystalline until you will not exist, till you ascend fully off the planet and into a very higher realm that is not physical as in this kind of physical. It's a whole different state of matter that you're going to physically ascend to. And it is going to be amazing and a beautiful journey to get to that process. And until then, you have the choice. Most of these arrangements were made prior to incarnation. So you may, on a soul level, or have some inner knowing, if you chose to physically ascend and keep your physical vessel and become light body and all those things, or if you chose to leave the old-fashioned way, if you will, and die a human death. There's nothing wrong with either path. It was your choice as a soul that you chose, or you chose with some higher beings that were guiding you before incarnation, that was your best option. That's what you chose to experience. And if you have awakened, become conscious, and are participating in the ascension and assisting of humanity, you have been in service since you were here. Even if you chose to die a physical death, you will still ascend, but you won't ascend in your physical body. You will ascend out of your physical body. Your light body will activate upon the death of your physical body, if that makes sense. I hope to clarify that, because there are two different paths here that people often get confused. They're like, I'm not on the same path as you. I'm not trying to be healthy, or I'm not trying to ascend to my physical vessel. And that is fine. If this is your choice to exit the earthly realms through dropping your physical body, through dying a physical death, that is your choice. And there's nothing wrong with that, because we all are going to end up in an ascended state. As long as you've awakened and are participating in this ascension, then it doesn't matter. So it's up to you how you do it. I personally have went back and forth with this, choosing many times. I kept changing my mind about whether I wanted to drop my physical body, or ascend in my physical vessel. And once you start the process, once you fully activate your DNA and become a crystalline, then there's no death at that point. But you will ascend off of the planet through continuously raising your vibration, becoming more crystalline, and becoming more and more light body, more and more etheric over a period of time. This doesn't just poof happen over a year or so, or even but it seems to be, the process seems to be speeding up. So just so you know, those are the only two options that I know of of people incarnated here. But once you get your physical body ascended, you can stay here and assist humanity for as long as you're guided to, as long as you choose to. You can remain physical enough to be actively assisting humanity from the higher realms. And once you choose to leave and your mission is complete here, then you will poof turn into light and then ascend on off of the planet and into other cosmic realms of existence, other planets and other higher dimensions that we can only dream to know what they're exactly like right now. But you will have a light body. You will have brought your physical body up vibrationally so high that you still have a vessel to travel the cosmos and the galaxies with, and that sounds like a very beautiful path to me. I don't know about you guys, but anyway, I hope that helps clarify a couple of different things for everybody, because some people seem to not be on the path of raising the vibration of their physical vessel. They don't seem to be on that path, and if you're not on that path, then that means you've just chosen to leave a different way and ascend out of your physical vessel instead of ascending the physical vessel. Slightly different paths, completely slightly different, and they all have their purpose, and they all have the reasons that you chose them. Only you would know. A lot of times, if we incarnated here into a soul group, we chose to. Some beings chose to die a physical death, and not ascend the physical body, as to help awaken their family members or their friends. Usually, a being that is awakened and highly conscious, yet still chooses to die a physical death, that usually they're leaving here, exiting, dying, is just as important as they're being incarnated here, because they're exiting the planet is a big explosion of light, and all that they leave that, all that light and all that beautiful knowledge and energy and love that and everything that they stood for in this life, while they were here, everything that they accomplished, they leave it into the crystalline grids of the planet. And the leaving, the death, or the expiration of the physical vessel of those who chose to leave that way always is for a greater purpose, to serve humanity in some way. There's usually they choose to leave in a way that is a lesson for others of stuff, maybe not what not to do. Don't do this or you will die a physical death. If you choose differently, you can choose to ascend type lessons. And also, like I said, usually their leaving is to cause those that love them to make some serious changes in their lives, to realign them to their path. So there are many factors in that. Okay, that's not exactly what the video was about today, but when you have quantum heart-mind connection, sometimes we have to explain a bunch of different things for it to all make sense as to the choices, to bring it all back together. Okay, bringing it back to the pineal and the endocrine system, pituitary, the endocrine system health. For those that choose physical ascension, this is very, very important for you. Okay, so I'm going to give you some helpful tips and pointers if you don't already know, and stress the importance of further detoxifying and further assisting your vessel with endocrine system health. I'm going to give you a list of supplements and foods that will assist greatly that you should consume on a daily basis in order to fully decalcify your pineal gland so it's fully bloomed, and fully bloom your pituitary. A lot of people may not know, but your pituitary gland blooms also like the pineal, and it connects you to and helps and assists you in receiving stellar radiance, photonic light, the etheric plasma light that's coming in. It helps you be able to translate and utilize those light codes in the cells of your body to become a crystalline infinite vessel so that you may ascend your physical vessel. Okay, sunlight is one of the most important things. If you cannot get in the sun daily or on a regular basis, even if it's for just 10 or 15 minutes, but the longer the better, sunlight, take vitamin D, eat a lot of green leafy vegetables, or any vegetables that have, I mean, you can research it more, but those are mushrooms also have a lot of vitamin D. Sunlight, take vitamin D supplements, so just make sure you get one that's legit, that is not from Walmart or the grocery store. Get one from an organic market or online. Do a little bit of research on which brand to get, so that you're not getting a bunch of extra chemicals and stuff besides the vitamin D3 gel caplets are probably the best. There's many different brands. You just have to do a little bit of research to see which one, but that is very important. Also, another way to decalcify your pineal gland and your pituitary gland further, and like I said, these are things that need to be done for a long period of time, not just for a week or a month. It needs to be done for, I've been doing it for 1.5 years now, and I'm still not finished with the process of my higher self has not, which is me, has not said to stop yet. So obviously there's more decalcification going on and purifying of my pituitary gland, because I'm working with the pituitary and the pineal at this time. Hypothalamus, the thymus, all those glands. If there's any calcification in there, this list will help decalcify them and help you be able to utilize the light codes that are coming in, so that you can become a crystal and infinite etheric plasma light body and ascend your physical vessel, so you do not have to die a physical death. Does that sound exciting? Okay, yes it does. Okay, maybe not to you, but anyway, to me it does. Okay, iodine. Iodine supplements. There's liquid, nascent iodine. Do I have a thing? I had nascent iodine. I don't know if you can see that. Nascent iodine. This is a really good brand. And you just put 1 drop in your drink or juice every day. It doesn't really taste like anything. Definitely a powerful way to decalcify your pineal gland and your pituitary gland. Also, turmeric roots. Turmeric roots, I get them raw and juice them in a juicer. You have to add black pepper, and also you can also add a little bit of coconut oil. Organic coconut oil helps your body absorb the curcumin. Is that how you pronounce it? The curcumin in the turmeric root. A very powerful way to assist your body in decalcifying your pineal gland and your endocrine health. Also, there is a supplement called, well, I'm not sure what the name of it is, but they call it Activator X, like the letter X, skate oil. It's like a fish oil. I think a skate is like a supplement from the sea. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I'm pretty sure it's a fish. But the vitamin K in there is a powerful way to decalcify your pineal gland and your pituitary gland and your thymus and your hypothalamus and that system. Okay, also chlorella. I have recently gotten these, and this have chlorella and turmeric mixed together. Perfect. Okay, so chlorella and turmeric, and also spirulina. I get the bulk powders off of Amazon or from the local market, and mix them together with water and drink them. And I've been doing this for 1.5 years now, with almost all of these supplements. Not all of them, but a lot of them on and off. Oregano oil, also, it has to be the kind that that is not an essential oil that you use externally. It has to be one that's made for internal use. But oregano oil also is very good for assisting with pineal and endocrine health. Also, neem oil, N-E-E-M, neem oil is also a powerful assistant in endocrine health. Melatonin supplements also, even though your body creates it naturally, but getting some to take at bedtime certainly will not help. Just make sure you get the kind with the least amount of extra stuff in the tablets, or just look for a really good brand that doesn't have a lot of extra additives. If you get like a pill supplement, I usually go for the oils, the direct oils, or the bulk powders of these supplements, because the bulk powders don't have any gel caps or any pills, sometimes the pills have extra additives to hold them in pill form, hold the pill shape. And I'm trying to eliminate that, so I go for the bulk powders, and it's cheaper just to buy like a pound of chlorella or spirulina, or a big thing of hell. There's like 400 tablets in here that are pressed without any extra additives. It's just straight turmeric and chlorella. But also beets. Beets, I use them in the juicer, and I eat them every day. I eat beets every day. I eat turmeric every day. They're great assistant to beets. Have boron, which is a great way to decalcify anything in your vessel that needs decalcification, your veins, your pineal, pituitary, all that. Also, another powerful antioxidant and powerful pineal gland decalcifier, used on a regular basis, like all of these. Cacao, raw cacao, taken in large quantities. You want to get the kind, I mean, you can eat the chocolate, the bars, but I would get the organic kind without a lot of extra sugar and other additives, just straight like the cacao nibs or powder. And it is a bit bitter, obviously. I'm sure everyone probably here's tried it. I usually put a little bit of honey with it and eat it, or put it in my drink to make it more palatable. And some of these things that I have listed here, the flavor of them is not that great. I will admit that I'm not taking consuming them like this is just yummy stuff, but I know my soul and my body, my higher self, knows that these supplements and these foods are assisting me in so many benevolent, wonderful ways that how could I not enjoy it? So if it tastes funny, tastes bad, all that, add some honey to it, hold your nose and drink it, whatever you have to do. But I recommend trying at least 2 or 3 of these things on a regular basis. Don't just take one, take a bunch or eat a bunch, however you want to do it. Okay, also for the endocrine health, here are some herbal supplements, and you can get those in bulk powders too, or capsules with the herb in it. Ashwanghandha, rhodiola, and bee pollen are 3 other powerful herbal supplements that assist your endocrine health. It assists with the removal of free radicals. It also assists with anxiety, depression, lots of other things that go along with the purification and detox of your endocrine system. Then boosts the endocrine health. And I'll list all these below the video on the description. All these things that I've talked about today, in case anyone missed it. But the last 3 again were ashwanghandha, rhodiola, and bee pollen. That's for the pituitary gland, specifically for the endocrine health. Okay, so and also about the life choice, whether you're choosing to ascend your physical vessel or leave by expiring your vessel and ascending out of physicality that way, dying a human death. If you, at this point, feel that you have chosen to die a physical death and you want to change that at this particular time, you do have the ability to do that. Before you incarnated, you may have chose to, and you may feel that, because I have done this myself. I chose one thing and then changed my mind midstream and chose to stay. So it can be done. If anyone is interested in the process about how to change that contract or that contract or that choice about dying a physical death or sitting in your physical vessel, it can be done at any time. It's never too late until your body is gone. Obviously, then it's too late. But If you need assistance with that, that's a whole nother video, and would be a very long video, and every case is a slightly different. I would recommend contacting an ascended master, someone who's already ascended, which I am one, and there are many of us incarnated here. You could probably find us on the internet. Mostly everyone's doing powerful service work, either on Facebook, YouTube, writing books, different things like that, to discuss how you would change that choice midstream, because it is doable, especially with all these new energies coming in. You can most often renew or redo your contract or your choice and make a different choice. Say you decided you don't want to stay and you want to leave, or you don't want to leave and you want to stay. Either one, you can usually renegotiate the terms. Usually, I won't say 100% every time, but chances are you can, but you just have to do certain things to do it. You can't just decide one day, oh, I just changed my mind. That is how it starts, yes, but there are many things in your life that will have to change in order to realign you to physical ascension, if you're choosing not to die a physical death, or if you're choosing to die a physical death and not ascend in physicality. When yes, this is a thing. You have to you have to align to a different direction, and rearrange your timelines and karma, and redo contracts with those you were contracted to assist by staying or going. There's a lot of rearranging that has to be done. Sounds more complicated than it is, but an ascended master would be able to help guide you in that particular choice, if this is a concern of you or something that you would like to discuss. Seek out an ascended master, like I said, which I am one, and you can find me on Facebook. Story Dijade is my name, and that is that. Okay, also I'm guided to, where's my phone? I'm going to read an activation for everyone. I wish I could just memorize it so I could look at the camera as I read it for everyone. But this is a powerful light encoded activation, and it will assist in assisting you to bring in more light into your vessel and into your consciousness, and cause some shifts in your reality. Let me see if I can pull this up for us so I can read it to you. Let's see. One moment. I'm sorry for the delay. Okay, I have to put my glasses on so I can see my crystal and infinite light eyeballs. That's a whole nother thing. Whenever you're going through ascension, your eyes will, my sight started doing weird things. My eyesight, like I couldn't see well in the physical reality, but I could see into other dimensions, like amazing. I can't see that well to read, but it is my guidance that those things are my crystal and infinite eyes lenses are being restructured, and then my eyesight will come back even better than it was before. Even better than 2020? Yes, absolutely. And of course it will in the new Earth timelines. Okay, here's the activation. It went away again. One moment. Okay. Activation of time shift magic. Shifting timelines and quantum jumping. I am, and you can repeat this. I'll leave a little bit of a space in between, and you can repeat this after me, or just listen to it. Either one, whichever resonates with you. You're going to get my voice and my intentions are encoded light into the activation. So just listening, either way you want to do it. Speak after me and repeat it out loud, or just listen to it, especially in times of twilight, like if you put it on as you're laying in bed, getting ready to go to sleep, and let it play, or just when you're waking up, when you're in a very receptive state. Okay, activation of time shift magics. Timeline shifts and quantum jumping to your greatest potential. I am the timekeeper of my reality. I am the gatekeeper to all Ascension Stargates. I am the cosmic Codex keeper of diamond fire Geometrae. I am the artist of fabric of hyperspace. I am the dream walker who stitches together timelines. I am with no boundaries. I am benevolent intelligence. I am love, for I am limitless and undefinable. I am the mother of form. I am the father of consciousness, the divine dragon lady and the divine dragon lord of time and space. I am Siddhi, she, new gifts and abilities. I resurrect, cultivate the codes of remembrance within me. I am magic. I am my own gatekeeper. I am my authentic core soul self. I am my higher selves. I am my divine I am presence. I am my fifth dimensional body elemental. All are melded into the quantum level creator being, pure source that I am. I remember. I know. I am aligned with the master physicist of the universe. Aya Akashe Yai Maru Fe Lumin Aho Maket Saaha Dejed Re Akadwa De Shro Ru Usa Tu Et Aya Akashe. Love bombs and light rays. Thank you. See you next time.